He's got one right there.
Stop that. All right, Captain, I'm going to have to get you to start some pirate jokes.
Where do pirates get their hooks?
Don't worry about it.
Anybody? At the second-hand store.
This one right here knows all about the protocol. Right there. Hi. Welcome. Do you think they know what the pirates' favorite fast food restaurant is? Anybody? What do you think, Welcome? Oh, I got an Arby's! Nice. Very nice. Captain, you're up. It's like tennis, that game tennis, falling back and forth. His turn.
I don't even have a good one.
I win. I win. Can I do my 80-year-old pirate one? I'll have to ask
Might as
first.
well.
All right, last joke before we start. What did the 80-year-old pirate say at his birthday party? He was so happy he stood up and said, "Almost could have." But after a few libations, he said, "Hi, matey! Hi, matey! Hi, oh, right here! Oh, I like the R one better. I do. I'm sorry, sir. Yeah. Oh, you get back up on your gun then. Let's go.
Hey, this is my bestie right here.
Captain, it is straight up. Yep. It is straight up 7 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to us. We are the Pirates of the Plateau. We are representing the golden age of piracy. 1650 to 1750, golden age of piracy. It's 1722 on this side of the lines. Get it? Because it's 2022 over. You guys get it. Anyway, it's our job today to show you our firepower that we had in Pirate Land back in the day. We're going to show you all the good stuff and tell you a little history of pirates. If you walked up and you saw a red flag hanging from our mast, or as you leave, it's because we have a grumpy captain. All right, he has a beef with one of the other pirates that have been sailing in our coves and hitting the merchant ships that we've been hunting ourselves. Pirates are not very nice guys, and that's what happened. We take things from people. So he's kind of angry. There's been another pirate in our waters. Okay, let's go ahead and introduce the crew. First, this grumpy pirate captain I'm telling you about, and if you give a good applause, I get extra bonus on my paycheck. I want to introduce to you our captain, Captain Argyle Blackthorn.
Hello, mate.
Oh, this is it. I get a bonus. Thank you.
So I'm gonna introduce you to half of my crew, and Scrappy Dog will introduce you to the rest. Far left there is Lily, Sassy, Squall, Black Velvet. This is Borkum. This is Thick Skull.
I be the first mate, Scurvy Dog. This is Twisty, Maggie May, Hammer. If you need a snack, he's got peanuts in his beard, so just ask him, you'll pull one out. Got Victoria. Hello, Cleo. Very important crowd control over there. All right, nice. We have a safety word today. It's called pineapple, and that is we freeze, whatever position we're in. That's because somebody has walked inside our encampment. We usually see it, but if you guys see something that we don't think is safe, yell out pineapple and we'll be safe, because it's all about safety. We don't want people inside our encampment. Okay, let's get into the weapons. All right, weapons. We had rifles and we had small arms, okay? Rifles were used in like the crow's nest. When we got close to the other ship, it was used to take out the other captain or middle management, you know, the actual pirates that had management. So they would shoot and take those guys out. We also had service pistols that we would use in close fighting. And if you had a hang fire, they had a cap on it. We would turn around and use as a hammer. So if there's anybody we can have a volunteer to smack on top of the head, let us know. We would. Yes, I can hit you on the head later. All right, Captain, could you explain to us the other weapons?
All right, we have blunderbusses, which they were basically, what we have is a modern day shotgun, but they had a big bell at the end, usually a throat about that big. They would shoot, what's it called? Grape shot! Grape shot! I hate grapes, so I can never remember that. Grape shot, which is a bunch of little lead balls like BBs. They would meld them together with wax or whatever they could make a stick and shove it down in there. They ran out of that. They used nails, glass, rocks, whatever they could cram in there. And they were made to clear the decks. They didn't want anybody standing on the decks. Other pirates on the decks, they wanted to wipe them out. And then we have the swivel guns, and they were basically the same thing. They were really used for intimidation. If you didn't get them with the blunderbusses, you come rolling up with one of these, chances are you're going to surrender or you're going to fight. And these shot the same thing, grape shot, mainly. They didn't shoot cannonballs. And then we have the ground, or the cannons here on the ground, and they were the ones that were down in the hull. And some ships had 20 per side, 30 per side, whatever. And they would shoot the cannonballs. And they were meant to blow holes in the side of the ship. And they didn't really explode. It was just a big lead ball, and it was meant to, once it hit the ship, all the debris and all the wood and everything exploding inside would hit all the people down below. They just have splinters of wood everywhere, and that's what really caused the main damage. So we're going to start out with some rifles. She had a question. All right, so we're going to try to take out some captains here. Got 3 rifles. Rifles, fire!
Nice. One of the words we like to introduce to you that shows us you appreciate what we did is the word huzzah. Yeah, that word is kind of like, good job, dude. You did really well in your world. But for us, it's huzzah. So after these next firings, if you like what you hear, like what you smell, go ahead and give us a huzzah, and we'll have great firings, okay? Good job, crew.
I'm going to try to compete with that ride back there. Next, we're going to do the pistols. We're going to do a port to starboard for nobody that's been in the Navy. That means left to right.
Port to starboard, aye.
Port to starboard. Fire!
Hey, fire! Hey, fire! All right, as you see, we had a couple of hang fires. So what I would then do is use it as a hammer. And I know I got a couple volunteers I'm going to smack them later in the head. It's been found that they had ribbon around each one, and they would drape them around their neck, so they'd have 3 or 4 going into a fight. So I would have another one to grab and shoot like that. You're going to get the... Okay, how about your blunderbusses?
Now we're going for the blunderbusses. We're going to see how many people want to surrender. Blunderbusses, fire!
Ah, there we go! Oh, I get huzzah! Very nice.
All right, swim guns, get them rounded up. So what this thing here is called is a linstock. It was usually back in the fire days, it would be made out of hemp rope. They would soak it in a solution that would make it light and stay lit. They didn't have lighters or matches or Zippos back then. So they had to spark it with a flint. And it was one man's job to make sure this thing stayed lit so the cannoneers could fire the cannons.
Don't do it yet. She had to leave. Don't do it yet. I'll be right back.
Swivel guns. We're going to do a port to starboard. Fire.
rub it into your skin. You can smell like a pirate for the rest of the day. The envy of other Ah, nice. All right. So, in your world, you have a bus and a sports car, and the bus is trying to catch the sports car. How is it going to do that? What would you need to do to the sports car to slow it down? Anybody? Yes. You need to damage it. What would you need to damage? Oh, yeah. So if you tilt it like that, you're full on pirate, sir. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yes, you would damage the tires. So in our world, we want to slow down that ship that we're chasing because we have a big galleon with big heavy cannons, right? The captain is going to go ahead and shoot out of the cannon shot or chain shot like this. And it's going to fly in the air spinning. Where are we going to aim this at?
The sails.
Nice! Yes, we want to cut down the sails because a ship without sails is like a sports car without its tires. It's going to slow down, and we're going to go ahead and catch up to it and then take what we need off of that ship. Captain, the crew is yours.
Oh, the water softener.
It's got the built-in earplugs.
All right, you saw that chain shot going in the air, right?
No, not at all.
All right. You see the poor lad we have up there? That's Will. Fire at Will. So that's. All right. At this time, what I would like to do is explain really quickly the difference between pirates and privateers. Does anybody tell me what a privateer is?
Private.
A privateer is somebody who's. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know the answer? You're right, hired by the government. So the Royal Navy was too small to hunt all the piracy that was going on. The Queen got smart and figured that if you sign up a pirate on a letter of marque to hunt other pirates, basically pirate hunters, then we would be able to get done with this piracy. But what started to happen is that the pirate that were being hunted by the privateers would come in and take all their gold, come back to the Queen with this much gold, but then as they got closer to the Queen, they'd skim off the top. All right. They'd get over here, skim off the top. Then they finally go to the Queen. Here you go, Queen. We only have this much. So now you had privateers stealing from pirates who was working for them. It's all jumble mumble. It's for another show. It got real messy. But eventually the piracy ended that way. Blackbeard died by a pirate hunter. People like that died in that way. So that's how piracy kind of ended. You had a lot of privateers hunting their buddy privates. Okay? So, Captain, the crew is yours.
All right. So now that we've already been on board, we've cleared the decks, we've got on board, we've taken everything we wanted. Calico Jack is famous for having terrible ships. I don't want to take this ship. I don't like him either. So we're going to send him down to see Davy Jones. We're going to put his ship on the bottom of the ocean.
Hence the red flag.
So we're going to be aiming for the water line. All right, Hammer. Fire.
Here comes your complimentary black powder. Nice, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes our show today. We appreciate you being here. Little ones, don't go away too fast. We got a lot of stuff to give you. A lot of swag, gold jewelry, balloons. So stay back. Big kids my age, if you have pirate questions, go ahead and ask us pirate questions like walking the plank or why we have foxtails on our costumes, and we'll answer that. But before you go away, also, we would like to show you our appreciation. So crew, how about 3 huzzahs for our crowd? We say, yeah? All right, hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting the Pirates. We appreciate performing for you. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much.
Oh man, you're awesome. It's like another pirate captain. Yeah, we would just have to find them first, because those didn't sail real fast. probably do the rifles on top of the crow's nest. So when we got close to their ship, yeah, we'd be looking for them. That's kind of like what we tried to do with Calico Tap right now, because he was hunting in our waters. So like England and Spain did a lot of trading with ships, and we would go in between them and get it. So England would have a whole bunch of gold or whatever, and we would go and take it from England. Or same with Spain. So yeah, very fun. There you go. Now remember, they're balloons, so they'll break kind of easy. So be careful around the wood and things and sharp objects.
Great show, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the support.
Do we have any little different swords? All right, be careful with it, Donald.